Studio 10. March is Reading Month, which is why we're here with the Reading People. But trust me, they do a lot more than just that here. We're going to explore and talk about all the resources they have. That's why we're here with Jerry Hodak. How are you this afternoon?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
Let me tell you, I feel like I'm in heaven because there's so many different books here with so many different interests, from biographies. I'm looking at cookbooks. I'm looking at crossword books. A lot of different things and resources.
There's something for everybody here.
Something for everyone.
For adults, for children, and everybody in between.
Exactly. But I want to get to the root of the Reading People and the real basis as to why you're here and what you're doing for mid-Michiganders. And one of those reasons is literacy rates. Talk to us about why those are so important to you, and especially when we're looking at them for children.
Well, a recent study done last year found that 83% of children can't read at 5th grade level, which is disturbing. There may be reasons that we don't completely understand at this point. Yeah, this has been an issue going on for some time now, and we're really concerned about it. I mean, what's going to happen to those kids when they grow up and are unable to read? We've got adults here that have difficulty reading. They walk in and say, can you help me read the dosage on my medication? They can't read that. Can't read a job application, so let alone a newspaper or a book. So, and all of this affects business, affects industry, if our population can't read at the 5th grade level.
Talk to us about some of the resources and how accessible you make them for mid-Michiganders too.
Well, the good thing about all of this is we have a number of programs for adults up to any age. We've got a 70-year-old now who is working on her GED, getting her high school diploma, but they range in age from 19 on up. And then there is a Read to Succeed program for children. Right now it's limited pretty much to 2nd graders at 2 schools here in Lansing, being taught by our volunteers. And we'd like to expand it. However, we need some funds in order to do that. That's one of our concerns, is getting the funds that we need. Everything that we offer is free. You can get your GED, you can get adult reading. English as a second language, and the Read to Succeed program is all free. At some point, we need to support all of this too. We don't pay our volunteers, they work free. Volunteers are another thing that we could use right now for the Read to Succeed kids. And you don't really need to be a teacher in order to volunteer here. We'll teach you how to do that. Absolutely.
As long as you have that passion for it, there's plenty of things that everybody here can do. And the fact that you mentioned all of the resources and programs that you have here are completely free, again, it just all relates and circles back to the passion that you and all the other volunteers have here. What about this program makes you so excited and makes you want to work here?
Reading started for me in elementary school on my own, going to I didn't have a library in my neighborhood, but we had what was called the Bookmobile. And the Bookmobile was a big bus that came by, and there was a librarian in there, and I walked in and was kind of, where do I start? What book do I want to read? And I asked for help. It started a lifelong interest in reading for me, which I continue to this day. So I know what it's meant for the way I can express myself, for the way I can write, communicate with people, and I think that's so important for anybody, really, in any business or industry or any occupation. If we're not getting our kids involved at the earliest stages, we don't want to lose them,
Exactly. And I like how you mentioned when the Bookmobile came by, your biggest problem was, where do I start?
Exactly.
What's a good problem to have as a child?
That's right.
Right? And that's what we want to see with our children, the fact that they're overwhelmed with books rather than being overwhelmed with the fact that they're not able to read and, like you said, fill out a job application. They're not doing well on those standardized tests. But again, regardless of what age we're catching this, we can all start right here with the Reading People and work with somebody one-on-one to improve those literacy rates and really kind of stop that while we can.
You see people come in here with all kinds of issues. People aren't solving them on their own, so somebody has to help, and that's why we're here. We get donated cap and gowns for graduation. We have a graduation coming up later this month. I think there are about 12 or 13 people that will do that, ages 19 to about 45.
Talk to us about the 40th anniversary celebration that you're hosting.
Right. We've been here 40 years. Dr. Bader from MSU started this 40 years ago, and we're going to celebrate on March 20th with an open house here from 4 to 6 p.m. Stop by anytime, Monday through Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pick out a book or books, and they're free.
Well, thank you so much, Jerry. And if you don't mind, I'd like to check out a book too. And if you would like to as well, take a look at the bottom of your screen. We have all the information as to how you can start your first chapter right here with the Reading People.